Hi, welcome back to Wallflowers. So today, as you can see, this is my regular Friday haul. I don't shop in supermarkets. I only shop in food initiatives, which are discount stores that save food from landfill. Today I've shopped in two separate stores, one to stock up on a few meaty products, and another one, as per usual, that I normally shop in. So as usual, today I've actually got two lists, but as usual, I list the item, I list my price I've paid for it, list the price the supermarket would have charged for it, and what my savings actually are. So I'll start at the beginning. So I managed to come across these 4 packs of meatballs. I can't actually recall the weight on them. But I've only paid £1 a bag for those, and I've managed to get 4 of them. And as you can see just over here, I've got the canning jars ready to can some of those meatballs, to portion off a size 10 can of beans, and to do some potatoes. So all those canning jars are ready to go, and hopefully I get the bulk of these meatballs in. So as I say, I paid £1 a bag for those meatballs today. They would have actually cost me £42 in total, so each bag would have cost me £10.40, and I've got that through, it's over 2 kilos. I've got that through Google Lens because I couldn't find them anywhere else. So it's a saving of £38. Next on the list, bit battered on the outside, but the bag itself inside is fully intact. So it's a bag of crunchy nut cornflakes. Now I've paid £2 for those today. Would have cost me £2.50 in the supermarket, so a 50p saving. I got 3 bags of sherbet lemons for £1. They would have actually cost me £5.20 for the 3 of them in the supermarket. So a £4.20 saving, and I quite like a sherbet lemon. There were originally 3 packets of tuck, but Brian ate 1 of them, so we've now got 2. So I paid £1 for 3 packets. Would have cost me £4.56 in the supermarket, so a £3.56 saving. I did have 2 Dr. Oetker pizzas, but they've been eaten for this evening's tea. They were stuffed crust, absolutely delicious. And I paid £4 for the 2 of them. Had I bought them from the supermarket, they would have cost me £11, which is a £7 saving. They were big 12-inch Dr. Oetker pizzas, toppings on, and stuffed crust, absolutely delicious. I did this little shop yesterday, so some of the items have since been eaten, unfortunately, and then I went back today and did another little shop, so I've just amalgamated it all together for you today. I got 2 bags of plain flour, and I was quite lucky. I actually got both of them together just for 50p today. Would have cost me £3.60 for those, so a £3.10 saving. I'd also got 2 custard tarts, and I ate them for my snack yesterday. As I say, this was yesterday's shop. So they cost me £1, but they would have cost me £2.50 in a supermarket, to £1.50 shop. They weren't the small ones, they were quite a reasonable size, and they were lovely. I got a large pack of beef hot dogs. Now these look really nice, and they're quite weighty. I know they're frozen, but the size of them, they're absolutely humongous. They're 110 grams. So I paid £2 for the whole of that pack today. They would have cost me £23.50 for that pack. So it's a £21.50 saving. Absolutely amazing. And they won't just go on toasties. They'd be proper meals, sliced up and used. I got a nice hand wash imperial leather. So it's cherry and snow blossom. I've paid £1 for that. would have been £1.49 in the supermarket, so a 49p saving. And last on this list, I got 3 packs of sausage rolls. Now these are pork and cranberry sausage rolls from Asda. Now I paid £1 for a box with 3 in. Had I bought them from Asda, it would have cost me £7.50. So it's a £6.50 saving to me, which is absolutely wonderful. Now this small total that I've just shown you there would have cost £17.50. So I'll move on to the rest of my list now today. Next on the list, we have a bag of mozzarella. Now, you've been seeing me buying this for a while now and stocking it up while it's this price. So it's 2 kilo of mozzarella cheese for 8 count, which is £3.36. Had I bought that in the supermarket, it would have cost me £13.44. So a £10.08 saving. Next on the list is a nice little bit of sea bass. I don't normally see a nice one like that. And although it was £2, I thought it was well worth it. So I paid £2 for that sea bass today. Had I bought that in the supermarket, it would have cost me £6.05, which is a £4.05 saving. Next, I got some mince. 454 grams. I've paid 20p only for that today. It would have cost £2.27, so a £2.07 saving. A little tin I picked up. Was just amused by it all coming in a tin. So this is chick bits, so it's just little star-shaped savoury biscuits. And I just thought it'll probably sit in the pantry for a while, or if not, just the novelty of it. So I've paid £1 for that tin today. Now that would have actually cost me £2.99 in the supermarket, which is a £1.99 saving. I know Brian likes those, but hopefully it's not all scoffed in the 1 week and they can sit there for a while. I got a large bottle of water from Morrison's. I've paid 84p for that, 2 item. Would have cost £7.79 in the supermarket. So I've actually been diddled by 5p. Been diddled on my water. And sparkling as well. Oh, do you know, if I'd have seen it was sparkling, I wouldn't have actually picked it up. Next is a tin of Heinz tomato soup. We've been eating some of this out the pantry, so I need to stock up new dates. So that tin today has cost me 20p. Would have cost £1.50 in the supermarket, so £1.30 saving. Again, with the mushy peas, cost me 20p today. Would have cost 40p, so a 20p saving. And again, with the carrots, I paid 20, would have cost 45, so a 25p saving. Another Fray Bentos steak and gravy pie, I've paid 20p again, would have cost £2.80, so a £2.60 saving. And they are building up in the pantry, so they are a nice supply. I want to get to 12 and then I'll hopefully move on to something else, but I'd like 12 of them in reserve. I got a bunch of fair trade bananas. I've paid 20p for them. They would have cost £1.47, so a £1.27 saving. Free of charge, I got a Gangsters pasty. So it's chicken and bacon flavour. I got that absolutely free. Would have cost £1.50, so £1.50 saving. I got a packet sauce. So it's a chicken casserole sauce. I paid 20p for that. Would have cost £2.80, so a £2.60 saving. And a whole pack of wheat bix. And you know, you can't taste the difference. They're basically exactly the same as Weetabix. Again, I've paid 40p for that. Would have cost me £1.46 in the supermarket, so £1.06 saving. These dips were on a special offer. So there were 2 today for just 42p. So I got 4. I thought I may as well at that price and stock them up. Cheese and chives. What is this? Sour cream and chive dip. So I got 4. That cost me 84 pence. Had I bought 4 of them in the supermarket, it would have cost me £5.16. So it's a £4.32 saving just on those dips alone. Now that's amazing. Hellmann's, been asked for mayonnaise over and over again. So I paid £1.50 for the Hellmann's today. Would have cost me £2.20 in the supermarket. So a 70 pence saving. I've showed the wrong thing there. I showed you the chicken casserole before when it should have been this. So this is basically different types of salami for a charcuterie board, which we do every now and again. I've paid 20 pence for that. That would have cost me £5.16, not that packet, which is a £4.30 saving. The chicken casserole sauce, I paid 20 pence, would have cost £1, was an 80 pence saving. I got a new scrub daddy. I haven't bought any of those for a while. I got a blue one this time. I've never had a blue one before. So I've paid 84 pence for that scrub daddy today. In the supermarket, they cost £2.70. So that's a £1.86 saving to me. 2 packets of noodles. Now I like these larger noodles. I prefer them. So I've paid 84 pence for 2 packets. Would have been £1.30 in the supermarket, so a 46 pence saving. A pack of cookie dough munchies. They're quite nice, but I couldn't eat a whole packet. I was full halfway through, so they lasted me 2 days. Very, very sweet. So I paid 20 pence for them. Would have cost £1.64 in the supermarket. So it's a £1.44 pence saving. And a little pack of dolly mixtures, I do like those. Again, I've paid 42 pence for those. They would have been 66 pence in the supermarket. So a 24 pence saving. And sweeties again, a pack of Love Hearts. The yellow sticker indicates 50 pence. They would have been £1 in the supermarket, so 50 pence saving. I got 2 litres of milk. I paid £1.26 for that. Would have cost £1.50 in the supermarket, so a 24 pence saving. The usual tea bags for Brian. I've paid 20 pence for those. They would have cost 40 pence, so a 20 pence saving. I got half a dozen eggs in the front. I've paid £1.68 for those white shell eggs. Look really nice. Would have cost £1.80 in the supermarket, so a 12 pence saving. We were running low on eggs, so I did need to pick eggs up today. We had some, but they're not doing the trick. You know, when you put them in water in the jug, they're not doing the trick, so we need to freshen up the new eggs. I got 2 packets of these Cheez-It crisps, and that's to go with those dips. So I picked 2 packets of those up today. Now I've paid 84 pence for 2 packs, so 42 pence a pack. Would have cost me £3 to buy the pair of them in the supermarket, so a £2.16 saving. I got 6 croissants with chocolate chips. I got those absolutely free. They would have cost me £3. I got 3 crusty rolls. Would have cost me 60 pence in the supermarket. I got them absolutely free. I got 12 rolls, 12 barm cakes of Roberts, white rolls. Now I've paid 20 pence for them. They would have cost £1.95, so £1.75 pence saving. A toasty loaf for Warburton's, I paid 20 pence for that. Would have cost me £1.40 in the supermarket, so £1.20 saving. A Waitrose farmhouse loaf, I got that absolutely free. Would have cost me £1.50, £1.50 saving. Again, I pick these up whenever they're there because they're a tasty little meal. So that's 3 of those pizzas. Absolutely free. Would have cost me £2.10 in the supermarket, so a £2.10 saving. A nice large ciabatta. Be nice with garlic butter, possibly made into a pizza, but nice as garlic bread. Got that absolutely free. Would have cost £2.35. Hovis muffins. I've paid 25p for those today. Green sticker, and they'd be nice for a breakfast. They would have cost me £1 in the supermarket. So a 75p saving. Lovely herb ciabattas. These are delicious. You can see little bits of colours on them. I think they've gotten mixed up with the cakes in the back, but I'll pick them clean. But those herbs are delicious. And again, whether they're turned into mini pizzas, garlic bread, or just toasted with sausages or something on it, absolutely delicious. I got those for free. They would have cost me £3 in a supermarket bakery. 2 cheese ciabattas. Same idea, same meal sauces. I got those absolutely free. Now they would have cost me £1.40 in a supermarket bakery. Another ciabatta. Yeah, a single ciabatta would have cost me 60p in the supermarket. I got it for free. And 4 cheese pastries, so cheese twists. I got those absolutely free. They would have cost me £1 a piece, so that would have been £4. I got one, I'm calling it a Danish pastry with chocolate chips. That would have cost me £1.35. I got it for free. And the delicious sandwich rolls we get for free every week. So this week I've got a chicken mayonnaise, a mixed cheese, chicken mayonnaise, and a barbecued chicken. I've got them absolutely free, and they would have actually cost me £10.36 in a supermarket. So everything you can see on the island and spread out behind me, I've actually paid a total altogether for both £36.24. Had I bought them in the supermarket, everything you see here would have cost me £198.74, which gives me a grand saving of £162.50. Absolutely amazing. I say I've got plenty for canning, snacks for food, etc. Different meal sources, bit of fish, bit of meat. And the only thing missing from the whole thing today is vegetables, and I didn't need any. So don't come at me because I haven't got any fruit or vegetables. I've got plenty at home. But yeah, very tasty, lots of treats, lots of different things, and things that I can put away in the pantry when I've canned and preserved, etc. So I'm really, really happy with this shop. Let me know what you like or what you don't like. Let me know what prices you're paying in comparison. Have you found a pantry yet? And are you saving vast amounts of money? Or are you the opposite and really struggling and paying supermarket prices and trying to find an alternative like this? Let me know in the comments. Really do appreciate it, because there's people in so many situations. You know, there's some people saying it's not a problem and they're just going out buying what they want. There's other people not knowing about the places where I shop and struggling, really struggling. And if we can spread the word that these places are out there, it will help a lot of people. Okay. Thank you so much for coming today. Please take care. Remember you're loved, and the world is a better place with you in it. Bye.